Okay, folks, I hope you're all doing well. I am taking a look at the energies for May 1st through the 7th this week. Water signs will go first, and then other signs will come a little bit later. So you have Justice on the bottom. You have the World also on the bottom. It's in reverse. And you have the Three of Cups here. I'm concerned, water signs, that some of you folks may have gone back to a relationship that the universe really didn't want you to go back to. And you're being prevented from moving forward into a new era until you can let go of these people or this individual who the universe doesn't want you in contact with. It looks like you might be inheriting, or some of the consequences, some of the karma that's falling down on the people that the universe wanted you to leave behind is going to be falling on you this week if you stick around these people, okay? It's a warning. It looks like you've been giving your energy, your time to these people who, again, the universe doesn't want you to be around these people. Universe wants you to break up with them. Friends, family members, romantic partners, if they're not working with you, in this case, they're working against you. I'm sensing some spiritual warfare, once again, going on in your life, water signs. There's someone incredibly immature in your energy. This could be you. This could be someone else, okay? But take it as it resonates. There's someone here who refuses to think in new directions, who refuses to think towards new patterns that would actually be really helpful for them. This is someone who doesn't say what really should be said, and water signs, this might be you, quite frankly. You might be stifling something in order to get along with people because you miss them. It might be really difficult to break up with these people that the universe really wants you to let go of. There's a hesitance to grow up into a person who grow into an energy where you can expand your abilities to communicate in your highest interest, okay? For your highest good, for other people's highest good. I'm sensing an inability to let go of people, to cut cords just because you need to be around them. And yeah, you've got the Ace of Swords right after the Page of Swords. There might be an energy of being stifled, partly because the universe is allowing some karma, some consequences to fall on you for getting back together with these people. It might have felt good at the outset to be in harmony with these people, but these people we've discussed don't like you. They don't want to see you successful. They don't love you. They don't want to see you empowered. They are happiest when you are deeply anxious like them. You have all this compacted energy where you want to go in a new direction. Partly you can feel how you need to go in a new direction, but you really, really don't want to. You don't want to leave these people behind, and it's got you in your head. You have dying ideas, is what I'm getting. Let some things go, is what I'm getting. Deeply anxious because you feel stuck, and yet you feel comfortable being stagnant and stuck at the same time. And let's be honest, being stagnant is often familiar and is very comfortable for us. This is going to be a slow-moving anxiety as long as you're in the mindset that this is how it should be. This is how I want it to be. I want to be a family with these people, even if they have destructive tendencies towards themselves, towards you. I see you as being stuck in this energy until you can let go of these people. Your fire's being put out. You can't explore new ways of acting in your best, in your highest good, in your best benefit, as long as you are stuck with these people. These are serious consequences. Water signs, I felt like you had the opportunity last week to move forward into a new energy. It was going to be difficult, but there was that opportunity. Water signs, it looks like there are consequences heading your way because an opportunity was missed. Yeah, you don't get to explore how you can become this King of Cups because these opportunities have been taken away from you. You've got the World here in reverse because you've also got here the Justice card in reverse. You can't progress forward into a new era of managing your emotions, being able to be comfortable with them, handle them, and teach other people how to handle their emotions in great ways too. You're not going to be in this energy this week. You're going to be fed up, caught up in the drama coming from your friends, and even your friends might be stealing from you. I see now that you've got the Four of Pentacles with the Three of Pentacles. The Three of Cups. These people might be stealing, like, literally money from you folks. And if it's not money, then it's other kinds of resources. It could be your time. It could be your energy. But you've got these energy vampires at the very, very least in your life, and you've gathered them into your circle because they're comfortable, I see, even if it's not at all what the universe wants for you. And ultimately, the universe can't tell you what to do. It can just send messages and say, this is the best way to go. But it's up to you ultimately to decide if it's something that you want to do. You're kind of at a choice here with this King of Cups. Do I want to even try to go for this higher level energy, or do I want to ignore it, is what I see here. You've got that choice coming up this week. You might be offered some other opportunities, some small opportunities to get out of your energy. But other than that, it's kind of a sad reading. Yeah, you're being offered an opportunity this week to choose to see yourself as the Nine of Pentacles, Empress energy. Someone who is deeply valuable, has intrinsic value, apart from production. And I think that our culture puts a really huge emphasis on producing and that being your measurement of value. This is saying that you need to see your intrinsic value, see yourself as you are, love yourself as you are. And you can't come into this energy as easily as long as you're attached to these people, because they're putting your fire out. They're encouraging you not to explore how you can become this King of Cups, how you can become someone who is the master of how you feel, being able to manage your emotions, being able to flow with them, that kind of thing. And that's where you would get a lot of your richness in your Knight of Pentacles energy, is being able to be very happy with yourself as an emotional person, not be overwhelmed by your emotions, but be able to feel them, name them, and work with them. You're being encouraged to go into this energy. You know, you do have some change headed your way, or you would usher in some awesome change for yourself if you were to see yourself in this Nine of Pentacles energy. You don't have to stay stuck here with these people who mean badly for you, who don't want to see you do well. I see you being unhappy with these changes. I see you really struggling with these changes. The universe is bringing stuff into your life, even if you're struggling to accept the change. Some of what's going on with you right now does mean that you're going to be stagnant for the moment as long as you're with these people. But it looks like eventually the universe is just going to forcefully pull these people out of your life or push them out of your life. Take it as it resonates. I see you crying a lot when these changes do come about. I see you water signs unfortunately resisting the change that the universe really wants to bring about. There might be some daydreamy aspects to how much you regret about this. You might think all day about how much you wanted to try something new with these people, how you wanted to make a family, be friends with these people. And that might be where you kind of struggle to stay for where you are for a bit. You had all these dreams for how it was going to work out with these people, and it just doesn't. Ultimately, these changes are in your favor. You might cry for a moment, a while, okay? On the other hand, you are being given an opportunity to look at what is coming up, make plans to move on to the future, make travel plans, maybe not necessarily travel, physically traveling, but traveling mentally to new spaces, saying it's time to leave behind old habits, leave behind how friends, family wanted me to think, how they made me think through these situations. It's making plans to let go of old energy. Yeah, and if you can get into this planning for the future, thinking about what you want, you can start exploring new ways of thinking, new ways of communicating with yourself and with others. And with greater energy too. It might be that some of your fire comes back. You might get a second wind if you were to start planning for your future. But water signs, I was about to say air signs, you might have some air energy in your chart. This is going to be heartbreaking for you. You do need to explore new ways of doing, of acting, of speaking, of thinking about yourself. But I do see this as being spiritual burps. I do see this as being incredibly difficult for you water signs. It is going to hurt because you've delayed a change that the universe really, really wanted to bring it into your life. Take it as it resonates, okay? You really, really need this, though. In this case, the heartbreak is something that is going to lay the foundation for a new era. It sounds weird, but you need to push through consequences. You need to push through karma. You need to deal with what's going on right here with justice in reverse in order to move into this new era. Letting go of these people, first and foremost. Sorry if I bumped the mic. Letting go of these people first and foremost is how you're going to get started on that Fool journey. Taking a leap of faith into universe's arms, saying, I trust you through this, even if I think that I want to still continue to try to love these people. Because these folks ultimately want to betray you. They don't like to see you happy away from them because it reminds them of what a failure, how they failed themselves, right? Maybe I shouldn't be so harsh about failures and all that kind of stuff, but it does remind them about how they failed themselves. It is going to feel like a betrayal of the people around you, but you need to do this for yourself. And is it really a betrayal if these people don't love you? If they don't want to see you empowered, if they don't want to see you in a good place, is it really a betrayal? You are going to have to cut these people out of your lives. It will be you will have many reasons to celebrate if you do cut these people out of your lives. It'll force them to change, and they need to change themselves. Yeah. Celebrating cutting them out of your life is going to allow a tower moment to fall on them. And also, please keep in mind that staying in their energy is going to have you're going to have a tower moment on you if you stay around these people. It's just going to be part of your energy because you're in theirs. But if you celebrate cutting them out of your life, this is going to cause a tower moment for these people. They're going to realize maybe we were treating this person pretty badly after all, and that's not a reason for water signs to return to these people. When the opposing perspective acknowledges our pain, that's not a reason for us to go back and heal stuff. Excuse me. It's, if they acknowledge, fantastic. If they don't acknowledge your pain, what they've put you through, then also fantastic. You still need to get away from them. Some people are never going to give you that closure, so you need to create the closure for yourself. While you are going through all these consequences, while they're going through all these consequences, do not show a moment of weakness. Do not go back to these people while they are asking you for help, saying, I'm so sorry. I really, really wanted all these nice things. I know I treated you awfully up to this point. I know that I said awful things and that made you leave at one point, but I really, really want your supply. Not you. I don't want your love. I want what you provide. I want the things that you supply me. You make me feel good about myself when you fail, is what they say. The universe does not want you to go back to these people because they're going through a tower moment, okay? Yeah, celebrate. Go to people who do celebrate your victory. Avoid this moment of weakness, and then you'll have a whole lot more to celebrate for yourself. And the people who actually love you, they're going to celebrate that too. And there's the possibility that there's actually the real possibility that while you're celebrating, you're going to attract all kinds of new people who do love you for who you are, who are willing to vibe with you on a really neat level, and not on the low vibing level that these Three of Cups people are with their shitty karma. Yeah, it could be that you have a new love offer coming in relatively quickly after you let go of these people, after they have their tower moment. While they're going through all their shit, you're having all these wonderful things coming in if you let them go. And that's a great big thing. You have to let go of these people in order to see these awesome results. You could have a neat love offer, a new love offer come in that would actually treat you the way that you deserve with this Nine of Pentacles energy. You would be able to heal if you were to let go of these people. You would be able to see yourself, treat yourself as the Empress. You would be able to heal your creative abilities, how you use your intuition, how you use your emotions, your earthly resources. You'll be the ruler of all these kinds of things if you can stop avoiding the universe's bringing things back into balance. I see you resisting at this point. I see you resisting the universe's reestablishment of balance here. And ultimately, you're going to be in agony until you can let go of these people, until you can let go of why you want to keep these people in your life. As long as you are resisting the universe's attempts to bring balance back to your situation, you are avoiding opportunities to up-level yourself spiritually. You are avoiding opportunities to answer the universe's call to be someone different. The universe wants to make you into a god over lifetimes. If you're avoiding that, you're just creating more births, more lifetimes for yourself. Ultimately, we want to avoid that for you. Yeah, I see you really, really struggling to have introspection. It may be water signs that thinking about why you do certain things might be virtually impossible for a lot of you folks. It might be something that you're just not accustomed to doing. You've never been in a situation where you could do that, so you don't have the practice doing that. But the universe says it's a problem when you don't think about why you do certain things, when you just go through the motions of relating to people, when you don't really actually connect to people, when you just go through the motions, you're avoiding the universe making you into a much better person who isn't stuck, who isn't stagnant with people who don't love them. I sense that you're many times your own worst enemy, water signs. because you're so nostalgic about how things used to be. I keep getting, I want to be a family with these people, even though these are incredibly destructive people. I see you looking at this situation with rose-colored glasses. It used to be this way. We used to have so much fun. They used to love me so much. We used to have wonderful times together. It's like a bait and switch. These aren't actually, these actually weren't great things. They might feel like great memories on the surface, but underneath, these relationships were volatile. They were unstable. So were these memories ever that great to begin with? They were probably good times amidst really, really bad times, and that's what maybe water signs remember. This is a toxic kind of nostalgia, quite possibly. You need to take it as it resonates. As long as you're thinking about how good the past was, you can't move into the future. With this Page of Wands energy, you can't generate new ideas for how you want to do new things for yourself. New projects kind of start to pop up and then they die before you can get to work on them. The fire's gone out for you just because these people have dumped water all over it. They don't want to see you in good shape. And I see you as being someone who is really struggling with confidence right now. I see you as someone who doesn't see yourself as this magical being who has everything within themselves to get what they need, to get what they want, to nurture their intuition. I see you as someone who's not listening to your intuition right now. Some water signs may be actively avoiding it. I see your cup of love being dry this week because you're with who you are. I see your situation, your energies being out of balance this week, and I see confusion being an issue as well. You've got a variety of choices in front of you, but because you're not confident in who you are and because you might be avoiding your intuition, there's the real risk that you could make a bad choice this week, water signs. Please take it as it resonates. Please let go of these people, no matter how much it hurts, because they're keeping you from something really, really amazing here. Water signs, I hope that you have a good week. Take care. Fire signs, I hope that you all had a great week. On the bottom of the deck, we have the King of Wands. We have the Justice card in reverse. We have the Nine of Wands. And we have Death. Fire signs, I want you to take it as it resonates, but I see you acting as your own worst enemy. This week, there may be some consequences that you need to deal with as a result of avoiding a transformation that should have taken place, if not last week, over the past several weeks. This is an energy of resisting at all costs, and the universe frowns on this. The universe wants things to keep moving, and right now it looks like, fire signs, that there's a possibility that you may have been resisting that. I want you to take that as it resonates. Death is not able to move. This new situation is not able to move forward because something here, it may be that you are kind of putting a spoke in the wheel, so to speak, and you're keeping things from moving forward. It may have been that you tried to pull some people back into your energy that left because things needed to be separated. You folks needed to be separated for a bit, and now they're back in your energy, and now things are stagnant once again. It's possible that you might be using some behaviors in your best interests, not in your best interests, to your temporary benefit, but ultimately you're still acting as your own worst enemy here. This is someone who is behaving selfishly because it feels good. Not because they are trying to be different, better people, but because they are possibly, karma is making them hurt a lot. And so at this point, they're just doing what karmics do to make themselves feel better. Stay in their addictions, waste opportunities, waste earthly resources, waste money, waste time, waste relationships. This King of Pentacles is someone who does not take care of their relationships, who takes loyalty for granted, even. And it's got them, it looks like fire signs, that you are kind of stagnant in this energy for the moment, just because you've been resisting a new era. Yeah, I see this King of Pentacles here, spending the family money. It's possible, fire signs, that you may have been stealing from your family's savings account, from resources. You might have gotten something in a way that you weren't supposed to do. Fire signs, I want you to take this as it resonates, but this is not a positive energy that I'm getting here. I don't feel like I'm speaking to high-vibing fire signs. Fire signs, it looks like you took advantage of a Page of Cups here. You took advantage of an immature individual who offered you love and affection. This might be a child in your life, and you stole from them instead. Fire signs, what exactly did you steal from this person, from this child? Was it money? Did you say something that you know you shouldn't have? Did you do something you absolutely know you shouldn't have done? It's made everybody incredibly unhappy, yourself included. You might say that you're happy on the surface, but underneath, you're not. You're depressed. I've got 9 of Swords energy in my head too, deeply anxious. You refuse to explore your shadow aspects. You refuse to explore, fire signs, why you behave in the way that you do. And as long as you do, your shadows will have control over you. Karma will rule your life. You will not have a chance to be the master of your own life. I see you being deeply depressed because your shadow aspects have control over you. You might be incredibly guilty over what you've done to this younger person who offered you their cup of love and you took advantage of it. I see you, fire signs, as someone who abuses your power with the people in your life, and you don't know why you do it. It might be that you are a deeply emotionally manipulative person and that most people can't see how you are a deeply emotional and manipulative kind of person. Most people can't see that. But you are in complete control of how you manipulate people. It may be that you have trusting, loving people in your midst who give a lot to you, and I see this as an energy that takes advantage of that love and affection. Choices are being made for you by the universe because you make bad ones. Fire signs, please take it as it resonates. I'm not speaking to high-vibing folks. You are someone who has scattered your value all over the place. You've You still have intrinsic value, fire signs, but I see you spending that value on awful things, on devil-like energies, addictions, that kind of thing. When you don't value yourself, when you don't see yourself as someone who has intrinsic value, you betray yourself and you betray others. When you don't act in your best, highest interests, you betray other people. You betray their relationships with you. Yeah, and fire signs, I see a marriage ending here. I see a relationship ending here. I see a party ending. Basically, the family, it may be fire signs that the family discovers what's been stolen from this person who was offering their cup of love to you. And yeah, all hell breaks loose, fire signs. You have some really difficult changes headed your way, fire signs. And these might be changes that are completely unexpected. They come from corners. They come from people and places that are the last things that you would expect. They'll come out of nowhere. And it's going to be painful. These are going to be powerful changes, long-term changes. Fire signs, I see you being punished for a long time because of what's happened here. People are going to celebrate your punishment. Relationships are going to end for you, fire signs. People are going to leave you behind. The people that you thought weren't going to leave you behind, best friends, that kind of thing, they're going to let go of you. There is a Queen of Wands here who's going to say, I've had enough here. I've regained my confidence. I'm intuitive. I'm listening to my intuition. I know what I want. I know what I need. And I know how to get it. So I'm leaving. Fire signs, I see the High Priestess passing judgment on you through this Queen of Wands in your life who says, I've had enough. I'm leaving. I'm taking the kids. We'll talk with my divorce lawyer soon. I see the High Priestess. I see the universe. I see your ancestors, your spirit guides administering punishment here. I see the Emperor, you, the person inside of you who made these choices, being deposed, being pushed off their throne because they've been abusing their power. The High Priestess says, it's enough. I'm taking your abilities, I'm taking your powers, I'm taking your relationships, I'm taking your kingdom away from you. In your energy, there is a master of his or her thoughts, how they communicate, who is looking forward to having their Ten of Cups someplace else and is quickly headed towards their Ten of Cups someplace else. Fire signs, it might be that you are tempted to steal from this King of Swords as he leaves. You might find ways to distract this individual as they're trying to leave. If you do so, fire signs, it will be at your peril, because the universe sees this and is going to bring balance back to the situation. Make no mistake. Whatever you attempt to take from this person as they're leaving will be given back to this person tenfold, and you'll be taken from tenfold. Okay? Don't try it. Fire signs, don't make things worse for yourself than they already are. If you allow balance to be restored in this situation, if you allow this person to leave unhindered, you don't try to stop them, the universe is going to give you that. They're going to say, okay, we can see that you're at least maturing, attempting to mature at this time. They're going to give you that. It doesn't mean that there aren't still consequences headed your way. The universe is going to bless you letting this person alone, but then they're going to put you in a place where you're going to be forced to do some introspection, where you're going to be forced to be isolated and left alone. And honestly, fire signs, when you're doing this kind of damage, you need to be in a place where you are separate from other people. I don't care how painful it is to be alone. Everybody needs to be comfortable with themselves, alone, separate from other people, or they're not going to be great at being in relationships with other people because they won't know who they are. Fire signs, you might be using nostalgia as a way to keep these people pinned to you when you shouldn't be. You need to let these people go. If you can let go of the nostalgia, if you can let go of, if you can say, they're the good memories and I appreciate them and then we're moving on, the universe will bless you with some balance being reestablished in your situation, but not much. You still have consequences to take care of. Fire signs, that's all for you this week. Please get into the best energies you possibly can. Take care. Earth signs, I hope that you all had a great week this week. So for this week, your energies involve the Knight of Cups in reverse, the Fool in reverse, and the Three of Cups in reverse. I see you not offering your cup of love right now, Earth signs, because you're healing from something. You are facing this energy with maturity. I see you as hoping one day that it's going to be good and it's going to be in a good place for you to offer your cup of love more maturely in the future. But right now, I see you being in a place where you need to heal and think about how you want to move forward in the future. It's not the kind of energy where you just go leaping off into a new love interest. You've had some experience. You need to heal at this point. But soon enough, I do see you, Earth signs, as having your Knight of Cups upright once again. It'll take a minute, though. When you are ready, Earth signs, you can move into the energy of the Ten of Cups, because your next love offer is going to be one to a permanent situation, a more permanent situation. It's going to be a lot of fun too. Once you have fully healed yourself, going along with that mature energy, you'll be the King of Swords. Upright. Someone who's going to look at opportunities coming in from the distance and welcome them in, is the ultimate master of their intellect, how they think. They keep their own counsel, offer guidance to other people. I see you being in this parent energy here with this Ten of Cups. It's a new journey that you'll be starting after you have finished healing. Once you can make a advised leap of faith into a new era. And I say advised. You've got the King of Swords here with the Fool in reverse, and that says mature energy. We're still going to take leaps of faith, but calculated leaps of faith. And you should be taking calculated leaps of faith. The universe encourages that. Calculated leaps of faith in the sense that the universe says, this is it. Go for this energy here. This is about you taking back power that may have been taken from you, Earth signs, through some kind of situation. You've had things taken away from you that were yours to begin with. And now at this point you're saying, I've had enough of this lack mindset. I'm taking back what's mine. I see you letting go of people who, again, took things from you, who caused you tremendous amounts of headaches. I see you finally saying, enough's enough. I know where to go to heal from all of this, to finish healing, I should say. There is a new day coming through after all these things that were taken away from you, after all these headaches that people took, all these headaches that people caused for you. You are having a reason to celebrate. You have a reason to celebrate this week. There's a new love relationship coming in for you, Earth signs. Congrats. It could be a new love relationship, I should say. It could be a very close friendship where you folks vibe on a level, I don't know, maybe you guys get into some music and it's awesome, right? You just can't stop talking about your favorite band, your favorite artist, your favorite album, whatever have you. Be careful not to uproot, not to hurry the harvest. Hang out, watch it grow. Don't rush anything. We've got some Chariot energy here, so the journey is already started. You don't need to rush anything in order for awesome things to happen here in this new relationship coming through. Remember, in the midst, you might feel a little bit powerless with this new relationship because it might grow kind of suddenly and it might kind of like throw you off. Earth signs, that could be, for such, not a stubborn sign, although Earth signs can be stubborn for sure, but for such a fixed sign, so to speak, yeah, definitely. It might feel a little bit disempowering, disorienting, I should say, to have a relationship like this grow so fast. Don't rush it, don't uproot it, don't stop anything about it, but do remember that you have all the tools that you need within yourself in order to feel comfortable, in order to, feel comfortable in this new way of feeling. And you might need to tap into the universe and say, what are some things that you'd like me to know about this new relationship, right? You also have here the Devil in reverse. It might be a lesson that you have to learn because it might be that relationships kind of throw you off just a little bit. Romantic relationships throw you off just a little bit. And so you're going to have to let go of some old ways of thinking, such as I can't do this, in order for you to move into this new energy in the best way possible. So some past relationships may have taught you some really bad things about yourself that actually weren't true. It's time to let go of those obsolete beliefs, move into being empowered. No, I am capable of taking good care of a romantic relationship, and I can't wait to get started on this. You may have passed up opportunities to get with other people in the past because you were kind of remembering how this past relationship went. This may have been a traumatic relationship that you left behind in the past, that you've healed from, but now it's time to move into another relationship, and you might just be a little bit overcautious, to be honest. If you get to an energy where you start to regret cups that you rejected in the past, please keep in mind that you still have 2 new opportunities that you haven't touched moving forward. Just because you said no to opportunities in the past doesn't mean that it's no forever, that you have all your options taken away from you. Far from it. You're being given new options here. Yeah, this is going to take a new way of thinking about your past relationships. Therapy might be really, really helpful here, especially since you have the devil in reverse. It might be really good to process what happened in the past so that you can move forward in the best way possible, okay? Because I see you as being super, super anxious. There might be some stagnant energy here when you look at new opportunities that you're unable to shake. And again, therapy might be really helpful here to help you kind of shake up how you think, question your thought habits, if you will. Because with this Ace of Swords in reverse, this might be like self-fulfilling prophecies, negative thought patterns that bring about awful results for yourself just because you were thinking in that direction, not because it was necessarily reality. You may have had multiple options at that point, but because you were thinking negatively, you went for the negative options, even though positive options were available, right? I see that being a problem kind of continually, especially if you don't reach out to other people for assistance. With this 5 of Pentacles in reverse, please go into the church, the building, for resources, please, because there is assistance there, and there's no reason to stay out in the cold. You might really struggle to explore new ways of doing things for yourself, actually. With this Knight of Wands in reverse, with this 8 of Wands in reverse, and with this 9 of Swords in reverse, this is therapy energy to me. It might be that you need to specifically work on a specific relationship type issue in order to move on in therapy here, but I see you being really hesitant here. The Knight of Wands should be able to explore opportunities. I just see your fire being out, Earth signs. Stagnant energy. Yeah, you believe lies about your past relationships that are obsolete, that need to go away for your highest benefit. But for right now, it's a real struggle for you. How about you feel your way through this situation? How about instead, both of these characters have their eyes closed. One is kind of forcefully closed by their situation. The other one, they can open at any point, but instead they are feeling their world out, closing their eyes. How do things feel? What are my emotions telling me? What is my intuition telling me? This might be a moment where you need to really focus on your intuition, Earth signs, and pick up downloads from the universe and say, how can I move out of this stagnancy? There might be some stones that you haven't turned over yet in healing yourself, which we have here at the beginning of the reading. You have healed yourself to a degree. You are healing yourself, but how can you heal yourself more? What haven't you explored that is inhibiting fully healing yourself now? And as long as you are unable to heal yourself, you're going to be deposing yourself as the Empress. There may be some things that the Queen of Cups reveals to yourself that shows, wow, I really have been holding on to this for way too long, and it's time for me to move into an energy where I'm in love with myself, I'm in love with my creative abilities, I'm in love with how I can provide to myself, how I can provide to others. You're not there yet, but the Queen of Cups might be a kind of unlocking point for you to get to that point where you are the Empress and you take guidance from yourself and you offer guidance to other people, you can come to a place where you are utterly imbalanced with yourself as the Empress. But first, you need to open yourself up to that. It might be that there are some situations in the past that you feel very nostalgic about that you are struggling to let go of. There might be some people in your past that want to keep you in their energy, and it might be kind of difficult for you to say no to these folks. And as long as you're not able to say, no, I don't want to be around you, you're destructive to me, it's going to be difficult for you to heal yourself. And you, as the Queen of Cups, getting into your intuition, will be able to say, this person's not good for me. This person is good for me. I'm going to keep them in my life. Yeah, these people are throwing you off, throwing your energies off. They might even be throwing your finances off, your earthly resources definitely. They're throwing something about relationships off for you. And they're making it so that it's much more difficult to get started on new things for yourself because you're dealing with old behaviors back here. Maybe it's time to do new things entirely. Let go of these people entirely so that you can accomplish new things, bring balance to your sector, and so that you can bring fire back to your projects. Maybe you've got some new ideas that you'd like to explore, maybe with other people, and it's kind of difficult as long as you've got these dead albatrosses around your neck. Something fell to the floor. Yeah, you've got, oh my God. You've got Temperance in reverse here. You've also got the High Priestess here, so it may be that you're not listening to your intuition at this point very carefully because some other opportunities may have come up that kind of distracted you. As long as you're not paying attention to the universe, things are going to be out of balance for you. Paying close attention to the universe, coming into your power as the High Priestess, who is able to know stuff, look at people, evaluate them, and say, no, you're a problematic individual and you need to get out of my energy. Being able to welcome in opportunities for yourself, manifest opportunities for yourself, that's going to be difficult as long as the universe is trying to work against you to bring balance back to a situation. Instead, can you come into your energy as the King of Pentacles, somebody who is watchful about their opportunities, who takes care of all their earthly resources and teaches other people how to do the same thing? Doesn't need to be told what to do. When it comes to family wealth, generational wealth here, the universe is trying to build this up for you, but as long as you are not attaching yourself to the universe, listening to it, getting downloads, and paying attention to the downloads, doing as the downloads talk to you about, it's going to be really difficult to get into this energy here. And yeah, difficult to get into this energy. You will be guarding against this energy, in fact, when you should be welcoming it into your life. And if you defend against these awesome blessings coming into your life, if you continue to resist the universe bringing balance into your the universe bringing balance into your world, you're going to bring a tower situation into your life that you really, really don't want. It'll be unexpected if you do. It'll be deeply unpleasant. While you are waiting on this Ten of Cups, this Ten of Pentacles situation to come about, Earth signs, can you explore your shadow aspects of yourself to see why it is easier for you to make loose plans that don't really go anywhere. They make you very happy, but there's something to this. Making plans that ultimately don't go anywhere is something that you struggle with, earth signs. Maybe it's kind of difficult to bring ideas to fruition for you, for some of you folks. Take it as it resonates. But I see you folks as kind of struggling to explore why. And for some of you other folks, you may have figured out why. You don't necessarily need to make plans. You're just happy having explored your shadow aspects. You may have discovered some truths about yourself, and right now you're just very happy with where you are at home in your introspective space, and you might not feel the need to look out at the world and see the new opportunities you're headed your way. The universe wants to say, rest assured, there are new mysteries for you to explore, and staying stagnant at home, not moving forward into a new energy, is not where the universe wants you to be. Earth signs, those are the messages for you this week. I hope that you have a good one. Take care. Air signs, I hope that you all had a great week. You have the 5 of Wands in reverse and the 7 of Wands in reverse. You also have the Page of Pentacles here, upright. So it might be that you're kind of paranoid about some conflicts that are over in the past, right? And you can move on into this new energy of being able to create new opportunities for yourself, being able to explore new projects, right? Do you have maybe a new business that you'd like to start? Do you have a new hobby that you'd like to turn into a business? Do you have a channel that you'd like to expand a little bit more? Put energy into that instead of focusing on this past energy of maybe some passive aggressive conflict, if you will. Like, you might have had people kind of like fighting you on these new projects that you've wanted to get started on, and this is telling you to let go of that energy because it's in the past. The conflicts are over, the fight's over, and it's time to move into this Page of Pentacles energy, air signs. So let's take from the top. Interesting. So I see here a breakup that the family is not particularly thrilled to see. This could be you letting go of family members, air signs. This could be you letting go of friends or romantic partnerships that kind of unexpected, right? So this is a new project that you need to get started on, but it might be a new project of breaking up with somebody, like ending a relationship here, in order to bring your highest good into focus. Yeah, you're being asked to leave some people behind that aren't working out for you and your journey anymore. You may have struggled to have left these people behind. You may have left them behind more than once. And it's kind of difficult for you because you get such warm, loving energies from these people part of the time, but not all of the time. Other parts, they're fighting with you, fighting against you, fighting against the things that you find valuable that you want to pursue. Excuse me. It's a burden for you to leave, air signs. It's troublesome. It's a lot of work. It feels like you've been through this before and you just don't want to do this again. It makes you unhappy. This is a burden that needs to be finished, right? Leaving these people behind once and for all in order to start your own new journey is necessary, but it also makes you sad, right? This is heartbreaking for you. You are going to need to come to a period of rest after you end these things, after you finally put your burden down. You are going to need to not move into the next phase immediately. You are going to need to take time out to rest and recuperate. You might need to cut people out significantly during this time and make it so that there are just a few people in your inner circle, because you have here the Queen of Swords in reverse. It says the Queen of Swords needs to recuperate her energy, and she might be a little bit cold in getting that done. She might be in a place where, and there is no gender in tarot, right? But this is about listening to intuition and saying, you get the fuck out of my energy. You can stay. Take it as it resonates. Yeah. I see you needing to process through some things that have made you deeply unhappy about these people that you've had a long-term conflict with. You need to process. You need to recharge your happiness. And when you can, get into your happiness once again. Once you can start letting people into your circle as the Queen of Swords, you can kind of let your barrier down. Then you can start making plans about what it is you want to do to move forward with this Page of Pentacles energy. It is going to be, it looks like actually you're going to have an epiphany coming through. Once you can process, or actually once you can let go of these people who, once and for all, once you can get out of their energy completely, you can let go of this burden. Then you can start resting and bringing in new people into your life once you're fully rested. But I also see you having a major epiphany when it comes to these projects that you've been kind of pushing forward slowly, but they haven't come to fruition yet. And this is going to, when these projects really start to take off, once you get an epiphany, then you're going to be able to explore some mysteries about something. Mysteries when it comes to you relying on yourself at points when you really don't need to rely on yourself. When it's really best to ask for help, air signs, that's going to be your lesson. You need to explore why it is that you're so stubborn when it comes to asking for help, when it comes to going into help for therapy, guidance from somebody, so on. And it looks like this conflict that you've had with people is part of why you are so resistant. It may have been that this conflict is with people that is with your family, right? And so you used to have to go into your family for help as a kid because you're a kid, right? So you had to repeat those structures, and some of you might have repeated those dynamics well into adulthood. Even if you could have left family behind, you've repeated those structures. I would like to see you move away from that energy because it's keeping you from going in, getting help, having an epiphany that's awesome ultimately for your happiness. I'm sorry I hit the mic. This is a habit that you've had because people have taken stuff away from you before. I note that you have the Five of Wands starting the reading, and it's in reverse. When you can say, that's an old habit that I learned from family, I can go in for help. It's not shameful. It's not embarrassing. It's not humiliating for me to ask for help. Then you will have responded to one of the universe's judgment calls to say, you need to up level. You need to learn how to do this. Can you do it? And if you choose to do it, fantastic. You are filling up your own cup of love when you do that. When you get away from energies that cause conflict in your life. This is going to take some introspection. You're going to get some new ideas, some new downloads from the universe when it comes to loving yourself. That wasn't a very good hold. There we go. When it comes to loving yourself, when it comes to loving others, when it comes to new relationships, you're going to be able to bring in new ideas on how to enjoy this as much as possible, how to bring in new opportunities for yourself in terms of love. You're going to be able to more clearly make a choice about love when it does come through. So some loves might be the kind that are like what you left behind with your family, and you don't want to repeat those structures again. Because you have experience, because you're much more mature about leaving those energies behind, I see you being able to see clearly forward into what it is you need to do to keep yourself safe, but still welcome in new love opportunities for yourself. And with this Queen of Swords in reverse, that is going to be that more mature energy of you saying yes to that, no to that. So after you see clearly to what it is you need to do, you're going to get to work on that, air signs. You're going to get to work on a new collaboration that's going to bring in all kinds of wonderful things for you. There's no confusion here. You know what to do and who to work with in order to get awesome things. Get your ships coming in. Get fine results for you, for the people that you're collaborating with. You can have all kinds of wonderful things once you get into this hermit space, once you let go of these people and let go of this lack mindset that you might have learned from being with family members. Yes, ships coming in to guide you to a new level of spirituality here. This could mean a marriage for some of you folks, or this could be learning the deeper mysteries of your faith. We do have the Moon card here in reverse, and that's also about mysteries. The Hierophant is going to be, for me, part of that, going to be an individual that helps you unlock those mysteries, unlock those shadow aspects. So you're looking for an epiphany as to why it is exactly that you are enjoying, maybe you believe some misconceptions about going in for help, asking for help, doing things on your own, working alone, busting those myths would actually do some pretty fantastic things for you as far as your money. And here the Hierophant seems to be the kind of person who would guide you past that lack mindset. Actually, when you go into the church, you go visit the Hierophant, and that's when you start to get more downloads from the universe as to what it is you want to do. If you go into the Hierophant, you're going to be able to be much less defensive when it comes to certain kinds of people in your life, and you're also going to be able to discern destructive people and be able to just not welcome them into your energy at all. Yeah, there may be some people in your past who you might still have some rose-colored glasses on about, and you're super defensive about them coming back into your energy. But the Hierophant says, you don't really need to worry about these people anymore. We're exploring your mysteries, and that's going to push these people away, because your mysteries, your shadows, are part of what attracts people in their own shadows. Yeah, that nostalgia is really throwing you off balance, but you can bring energy back into your situation by doing meditating on what it is exactly you want to do in your situation before moving forward. Getting downloads from the universe, and with this Three of Wands also, that's an awesome energy. You're looking forward to the downloads that the universe is going to give you through, maybe it's a person here on earth, maybe it's through one of your spirit guides, maybe it's one of your ancestors, but you're going to be getting all kinds of neat things. It's going to feel a little bit chaotic for a moment, but if you can channel that chaos into creative energy, this is going to be a wonderful time for you, air signs. Yeah, when it comes to new love interests, it might be that a new love interest is really, really good for your creativity and all, like putting a fire underneath you to get all kinds of neat things done. But at the same time, it can be a little bit disconcerting, disorienting, if you will. Great new love offer that's going to, channel all kinds of neat creative things. Also, sex. That's also part of the whole Ace of Wands equation too. Yeah, people aren't going to like it when you get together with this new romantic interest. They're really not going to like it at all. They're going to be upset. They're going to leave you behind. They're going to be jealous because they don't have stuff in their life. They see something in your life that they want. They're jealous, okay? During this time of people leaving you behind because they're upset about the new things that are coming into your life, you need to remember that you are the magician, that you have all the tools within yourself that you need to live a genuinely happy life. that's happy from the core, not just on the surface. You have all the tools you need to in order to get away from these people who may be keeping you in some addictive cycles, air signs. It may be that you are still defeating the devil at this point. And I see here with the Three of Cups in reverse that that's a real possibility, that these people are trying to make your life difficult because that's what makes them happy. When you are miserable, they are happy. And if they get to see you separated from your new love interest, that's going to make them even happier because they're not happy about their love lives. Yeah. So there may be some cycles that you are repeating with past love interests that is kind of a risk here in the future. And the people around you the negative people around you are going to encourage you to stay in those habits that you made with past lovers that no longer serve you. Okay, these past habits no longer serve you. It's time to let go of them. You're not dating these people anymore, so let go of them so that you can welcome this new love in with a fresh, clean slate, okay? But this fresh, clean slate is something that these three cups people don't want you to have at all. It makes them angry, in fact. Yeah, these people would like to see you out of power as the King of Cups. They want to see you emotional. Maybe there's a past relationship that they still want to see you very attached, crying over. And this could be the past romantic partner that you broke up with. This past romantic partner might be really interested in seeing you sad and thinking about them, not moving on from them. They would like to see you at an impasse. They would like you to see you unable to make a choice. Do I do this or do I do that? They would like to see you crying about leaving them behind, even though the universe really wanted you to leave them behind because they're addictive. They've got addictions. Yeah, these people want to keep you out of your power as the emperor. They want to keep you deposed as the emperor. They don't want to see you in charge, giving orders, being in charge of your kingdom, feeling your emotions, listening to your intuition, taking advantage of all the earthly opportunities available. They don't want to see you do that. But you are in the process of transitioning exactly into the power that they're so afraid of, air signs. After this betrayal, that was the catalyst. And it may be for you folks, that there is a betrayal coming up from these Three of Cups individuals that is going to propel you into this this energy as the emperor, right? I'm in charge of my life. I give orders. I don't take orders from other people. That kind of thing. Yeah. Be careful with this betrayal, that you don't stay in this energy for so long that you really struggle to give birth to yourself again. I love this death card, honestly. It's one of my favorite iterations of death. It's not just death, it's rebirth too. It's the beginning of a new era, and I'm afraid that air signs, you might stick on this betrayal for so long that it's very difficult to move into a new era, or you just delay it entirely when the universe wants you to move quickly, air signs. Don't delay. Bring in wonderful changes for yourself, okay? Welcome the changes. If you welcome the transformation, you welcome the wonderful changes, okay? Universe, spirit guides are going to bless that. Be really, really careful that you don't cut everybody out of your life. Be careful that you don't use your words and your incredibly powerful intellect against yourself and against other people here. It may be that there's a possibility that you shoot yourself in the foot this week, air signs. Be careful of that. If you see a situation where you're like, oh, this could trap me, I could give myself enough rope to hang myself, please stay away from that situation, okay? Come into this King of Swords energy upright, where you are able to evaluate people coming in just looking at them, right? You can see from a distance if they're a quality individual or not. Because there's a real risk, folks, if you're cut everybody out, even the new people out that the universe wants to have you in your life, that you could pull over your carriage and you could stop everything. You could really stop. You could put a serious roadblock in your own journey, and It sucks to put our own roadblocks in our own way, okay? Yeah, this is a journey to you having the Empress and the Emperor upright, imbalanced, together on one card, the Lovers. You don't need anyone else to complete you because you are the complete package all in one. You don't need that. Being in this energy of cutting everybody out and being way too aggressive with your words and being way too cutting with your thoughts is a way for you to get away from your Empress upright. We want you running towards your energy as the Empress. We don't want you running away from it. Air signs, you might need to welcome some people in, and that might be really disconcerting, really disorienting to you at first. Remember that you are a very powerful individual, that you can listen to your intuition and bring in everything for yourself that you both need and want. You can be incredibly confident here when you are moving forward with confidence in your intellect and your words. And air signs, I see you moving forward quickly here with this Queen of Wands together. You know what you want. You know what to say to get what you want. Air signs, you are in your power here. And now it's time to know what you want, say what you want in order to gradually grow results up for you to harvest, to get into that Nine of Pentacles energy. At this point, you just need to nourish your harvest. You just need to continue to work on the things that you've already been working on, becoming the best version of yourself. And this harvest is going to be ripe by itself without any other actions on your part. Air signs, that was an encouraging reading for you folks this week. I hope that you have a good one. Please take care.